Hello YouTubers, this is Darth Jard here with another Star Wars rant video, and today we're going to be talking about a lot of the issues with The Last Jedi. And I'm not talking about just within the movie, I'm talking about everything surrounding it because damn, they are messing up these days. I mean, just constantly every day I see a new YouTube video about how someone's either speaking out about the movie or they're responding to fans, taking jabs at fans, trying to make the movie seem better some type of way in people's eyes, and they're just doing a bad job. So let's just dive into many of those problems. Like the whole agenda pushing in The Last Jedi. I mean, they want to talk about having a diverse cast and whatnot, and mainly what they did was add females. I mean, not that there's a problem with that, but that's their version of diversity. My version of diversity when it comes to Star Wars is seeing all the aliens, seeing all the different types of aliens there are out there. And yet we're not getting that at all these days. It's just we're getting people, and they're using these people to push their own agendas. I mean, look at the character Captain Phasma. She looked pretty cool. I was very excited for her in The Force Awakens. Then they made her a punk. And then in Episode 8, we didn't really get much of her at all. So, except for that little fight scene with Finn. And, it just, you want to build up these characters, Kathleen Kennedy, and then you completely ruin them. You're not giving them any real strength or anything to make them seem strong. They're just there. I mean, look at Rose. She didn't do a damn thing, really. The strongest moment she possibly had was when she gave away that necklace that, connected her to her sister. That's probably the strongest moment that girl had, if that. And Holdo, what strong moment did she really have? I mean, sacrificing herself for the rebellion, maybe. I mean, she also had no real substance to her. She didn't really need to be there. I mean, come on, you guys. Captain Phasma definitely had a place in that movie. They just didn't give her that place. But, Rose and Holdo, they didn't need to really be there at all. I mean, let's be real. And, they want to have these females come into the movie saying, oh, we need more female characters to love and stuff. There are plenty of female characters in Star Wars that we love. I mean, there's Ahsoka Tano, Asajj Ventress, Barriss Offee, Shaak Ti. I mean, the list goes on, right, guys? I mean, the list goes on. I'm dying to see an Asajj Ventress movie. I would love to see that, or even a Ahsoka Tano movie. I would love to see that. That would be dope. But are they gonna do it? No, they're not. They're not. And they're gonna try and blame us for that, right? They're gonna try to act like, oh well, you men are the reason why we're not making these movies. No, that's not the case. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy's at the helm. She could have greenlit those movies like a while back. She could have, but has she? No. She could do it now. Has she? No. And if she were to do it now, it would just still be a part of her own little thing that she's got going on, this social justice warrior movement, as it's called. Just like with this whole the force is female crap. I mean, what's that? Like, why would you wear a t-shirt that says the force is female unless you're trying to start trouble? I mean, we all know that Star Wars is mainly a male-based, fan base. It's mainly males. It's not like there's something wrong with that. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, are all guys into cheerleading? No, there are some guys that are into cheerleading that will actually become cheerleaders, but are all guys going to do that? No, they are not. There's plenty of things. I mean, are all guys into ponies and unicorns and stuff like that? No, they are not. You know, that's just how it is. Not all girls are into X-Men, Power Rangers, Transformers. Not all girls are into that, are they? No, they're not. So, that's the way of the world. Get over it. You want more females in Star Wars? You want more girls to pay attention to Star Wars? Then, I don't know, do something different, but not this, because this isn't gonna make females feel powerful when you have Rey. There's nothing wrong with her whatsoever. It has no weaknesses, as they apparently say, but she really does. I mean, oh, I need to find out who my parents are. She went straight to the dark side for that, you guys, to try to find out who her parents were. She went straight to the dark side. That's a weakness right there, if you ask me. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with her. She's absolutely perfect. Does everything perfectly fine. Everything she attempts to do, she comes out on top. And that's just, there's no character development there. How can you connect to someone that's just good at everything? No one's born like that. No one's born being good literally at everything that they try to just do. Like, oh, I've never flown a plane before, but I can guarantee you I'm going to fly that freaking plane. I could fly all the way to Australia right now. Yep, I could definitely do that, or a helicopter. Or I could even drive a tank, let's do that. Yeah. Guys, I can't even drive a manual car. All right, I can only drive automatic. Like, seriously, seriously, that's not cool. You can't connect to someone that just can do everything that they try to do. And you can't connect to someone that cries over every little thing that's going on, and you can't connect to someone that's just condescending and, oh, I have a secret plan and you need to just follow orders. Like, ain't no one gonna connect to that, right? I mean, it's just, it makes no sense of how people can, she's gonna act like people are gonna connect to Rey, Rose, Haldo, or even Captain Phasma when there's no real substance to these characters. There's none at all, and they want to overlook that and try to shove them down our throats to be like, well, if you guys don't like these characters and you're sexist and this and that, and it's not right. It's not right. Because we all know why we love the original trilogy, because we had to watch Luke grow and struggle and learn. He went through plenty of different trials in order to be able to even call himself a Jedi. I mean, after episode 7, I was pissed because lots of people was automatically calling Rey a Jedi, and it's like, she didn't even go through any freaking training yet. You guys are saying, oh, Rey's a Jedi, Rey's a Jedi. No, Rey is Force sensitive. She's not a Jedi. You need to be trained to be a Jedi. You can't just say, oh, well, because I fight for the Resistance, that makes me a Jedi. Excuse me, allergies. Like, that makes no sense at all. That's not how it works. You need to be trained in the mythology, all the history that there is, the methods there are to be a Jedi, like, just everything, all the traditions. You can't just say, oh, well, because I'm Force sensitive, that makes me a Jedi, and that's that. That's not how it goes. Ah, man, sorry, these allergies are killing me. I mean, there's just so much going on. You got Ryan Johnson calling guys man babies. I mean, who's really the man baby? The guy that got booed when he first showed the fucking trailer to, The Last Jedi? Because if you ask me, you looked pretty sad there. Or anytime Mark Hamill's sitting there with you in an interview and he's making you look like a complete and total asshole. But the only thing you can do is be nice back to him because, well, it's Mark Hamill. You're not going to be mean to him. Everyone's definitely going to hate you for that if they don't already. And he's saying how, oh, only 10% of his fan mail is, negative. I really doubt that. I really, really doubt that. You want to know why he's saying that? Because only 10% is getting caught from his people. I bet he has people filtering through his emails and stuff like that, Twitter accounts, all that type of crap. And they're like, okay, that's negative. Gotta get rid of that. That's negative. That's negative. I don't believe he's really even reading shit from people. I don't believe there's really people out there sending him essays talking about how great of a movie he did. Because if that is true, then I feel sorry. Because then those people definitely don't know what Star Wars really is. This movie doesn't fit in the storyline. Just like Kylo Ren said to Rey, you have no place in this story. That's how we should look at The Last Jedi. It has no place in this story whatsoever. Because J.J. Abrams somewhat did a good job in The Force Awakens. It was mainly nostalgia for me. I mean, I'm sorry, but I looked at that movie like, how can they say this is Star Wars? Where the hell is Luke? How is Luke? Why would Luke be gone for all this time? Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Luke wouldn't give up on his nephew because his nephew hasn't done worse deeds than Darth Vader, and he didn't give up on Darth Vader. I mean, Darth Vader killed younglings, guys. I mean, come on. You got a guy that killed younglings, and then, his nephew that just did some bad stuff. But, the vision that he got was so horrible, he had to try to kill him, right? No, get out of here. That's not Luke Skywalker. So, I mean, obviously that was Ryan Johnson that wrote that, but, JJ set him up for it. If JJ just wrote it how it should have been, Ryan Johnson would have been able to do this shit, right? It all starts in different parts, all the end of Star Wars starts in all different places. like when George Lucas signed it away, you know, and Kathleen Kennedy's now at the helm. You know, you could even say it's that. But anyway, back to the movie. What was I even saying? Whatever. You know, it's just terrible to see how it's all going when you have the whole Force Awakens and the Last Jedi, and there's supposed to be no time skip, right? So my thing is, Kylo Ren's lightsaber was completely destroyed, or at least damaged somehow. If there is no time jump whatsoever, how the hell are you gonna tell me his lightsaber is completely fixed? His lightsaber was completely fixed and it was finished. I mean, in the Force Awakens, that shit had wires hanging out on the side, and then in the Last Jedi, you see it. It's completely a finished hilt, like it's all done up. So how does that work? They didn't say anything about that. They didn't mention him fixing his lightsaber. It's just there. You know, that's another movie mistake right there. Just like in the throne room, when that Praetorian guard had the two knives. I've seen that video, and I'm sure all you other Star Wars fans have. Of Ray could have gotten stabbed in the back, but no, that knife just magically disappeared. Right? That knife just magically disappeared. See, now there's that whole clever editing stuff right there. Right? Like that definitely was just that wasn't cool. You know. And it's funny because now people want to see the prequels aren't as bad as they thought. You know, now that this is out, the prequels aren't as that bad. Like people are starting to say how great the prequels are and how they actually appreciate them. Well, yeah, because at least it was done by George Lucas, right? Nope. Always respect it, bro. Always respect the prequels. I mean, the prequels were in my era, but I always watched the original trilogy. I mean, that's what I grew up watching. Anyway, like this just it's frustrating. Like, how can Kathleen Kennedy say that Star Wars does not need a male fan base? How could she say that? You know, like I said earlier, it's mainly a male fan base. So if you take all of us away, all of us male fans from Star Wars away, how much money do you think you're going to be making? I mean, really, does that make sense? Like, are you trying to get people mad at you and not want to go see your movies and not want to bring our kids to go see these movies? Because let me tell you, I got a 5-year-old daughter. Her favorite character, her favorite villain is Darth Vader. Okay, and you want to know something? I will not show her The Last Jedi. I have not shown her The Last Jedi since it came out. She's even asked me about it, and I say no, baby girl. I'm sorry, I can't show you that horrible movie, and she just gets a sad face. But what about Kylo Ren? Sorry, baby girl. You want to watch Kylo Ren? We can watch The Force Awakens, but not The Last Jedi. So you think I'm going to take her to see episode 9 and episode 10 since they want to leave it open-ended in episode 9? And I knew they were going to pull that crap. I knew it. I knew they were going to pull that crap. Because Disney just wants to make money. If they want to make money, fine. But how about you do it the right way? And by it, I mean do it the right way. Do Star Wars the right way. You guys need to do something, because you need to kick out Kathleen Kennedy, and we need to get someone else in there that actually worked with George Lucas, that George trusted, because Kathleen obviously shouldn't have been trusted. I mean, I've watched videos of her sitting in interviews with George talking about how these legendary characters need to be protected, and they'll be honored. Force Awakens, what happened? Fucking Han died. And now the Last Jedi, Luke's dead. It's bad enough. It is bad enough, and I'm gonna feel like a dick saying it, but we lost Carrie Fisher in real life. So that means we lose Leia unless they want to fucking recast her, which would just be completely dishonorable in my eyes. I would be so rip shit pissed that I would probably be completely done with Star Wars. I mean, I swear, if they recast Leia, I'm never gonna support Star Wars ever again. I really won't. I really won't. Like, that won't be right. Anyway. I mean, even Mark Hamill doesn't want anything to do with Star Wars. Even Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker himself. I mean, you think he's gonna want to have anything to do with it? They killed Han. They killed the man who taught every one of us how to be a Jedi. I mean, really sit there and think about this. This is the man who taught us all how to be a real Jedi. And yet, this is how they do him. This is how they do him. We didn't get to see him be the full master that he is now. What was, I should say. Oh, see, I should have caught that. Sorry, guys. The master that he was, because now he's dead, right? We can't see that. We can't see how awesome Luke could have been. It's not right. It's not right at all. I was so excited for episode 8. I wanted to be able to see Luke fight, do some real cool stuff, and I got shitted on. Just like the rest of you guys. I feel like, a prom date that just not only went all the way, but, didn't even get a note in the morning. Just left there. Like, what the hell? I even had to pay the bill. Like, you see what I'm saying? Had to pay the bill for the hotel room. Like, that's how I feel. Like, it's just not even right. And yet they just continue to wanna try to make it seem like this movie's okay, all because, oh, guess what, you guys? Holdo has the Force. That's right. Her origins go back to, the Resistance, but really, it really evolves around the Force for some reason. I mean, I don't remember the article or whatever that I read on it, but some crap about Holdo having the Force and stuff, and that's just bullshit. Like, you just want to try to make it seem like this movie's better by adding in stuff like that. No. If she was Force sensitive, they should have shown it in the movie. And that's why they didn't, because she's not. They're just saying it now because she's dead and there's nothing they can do about it. Right? Like, that's just, what a red herring? Something like that? I don't know. Y'all are trying to just pull a quick one on us and we ain't standing for it. We're not. Like, it's beyond me why they would feel the need to say that she's Force sensitive when all she did was act like an asshole, and then, sure, she helped destroy the Mega Star Destroyer. Yeah, awesome. That makes her Force sensitive, you guys. That really does. I don't know what to do anymore. I really, really, really don't know what to do anymore, except for watch this shit show. Because that's all it is now. That's all it is now. They constantly have Ryan Johnson and the cast talking about the movie and the issues within the movie, and it's not helping. There's so much backlash that even Kathleen Kennedy straight said she ain't talking about it because she knows she ain't got nothing to say. She can be like, yeah, I signed off on it, and you guys should hate me. That's pretty much what she should say, but she ain't going to because she's in a position of power. So what do people usually do? They hide. They hide behind other people that, are under them, which is what she is doing. She's using Star Wars to try to use Star Wars to, push her own ideals and morals onto people and stuff, as if people don't already think the same way she does. But I guess apparently not, right? It's whatever. It's whatever. Because, Disney will realize what's going on, hopefully, and get rid of her and get someone in there that's actually going to do their fucking job and not just, sign off on whatever they want, whatever they literally want done. Because, the only reason Ryan Johnson got a trilogy is because he did what no one else would do, and that's kill Luke Skywalker. I mean, that's why Colin Trevorrow got fired, right? Because he wanted Luke Skywalker still around. He still wanted Luke Skywalker around, and that's why he got fired. It's been straight up said. So you can't tell me that, oh, Ryan Johnson didn't run around like a little whipping boy for Kathleen Kennedy, and, that's why he got his trilogy now. And that's why so many people are saying, oh, well, we're not going to want to watch that trilogy because look what he did with The Last Jedi. You know? It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, I don't know how they think they're going to make any money these days. I mean, it's just, it's really beyond me. I mean, it, there's no substance to this story. There's no substance to this story. They have all this crap in it about pretty much Rey trying to find out who her parents are, and Poe Dameron has to learn to think with his head and not just blowing up stuff. Finn realizes that, everyone's not all good and not all bad, I guess. And then you got Rey who just... Wait, did I already say Rey? Yeah, she just bothers me that much. She bothers me a lot. She's just, oh, so damn perfect. Like, it's, ugh. But then you got also Kylo Ren. I mean, I get it. He's a Skywalker, but damn, I mean, Luke could control his emotions pretty good in a way, but Kylo Ren, he is just an emotional wreck. You know, like, no, your parents didn't just give you away to Luke to train. Like, no, they thought they were helping you out. You know, maybe if you opened up your mouth or something instead of holding it in. I mean, what the hell? Like, you couldn't say, no, I want to stay with you guys or something. My parents, they shipped me off to my uncle and they wanted me to train as a Jedi. Oh yeah, because you know many other people wouldn't want that shit, right? I mean, if my parents sent me off to fucking train with Luke Skywalker, I think I'd be sending them some type of friggin' fruit basket or some shit like that, right? Basket of flowers, coupons for spa days, the works. I mean, seriously, you're gonna send me off to train with Luke Skywalker? Yeah, I'm going. It'll take 20 years? Sure, why not? I get to hang out with Luke Skywalker. But, you know, he's upset about it? Come on, come on. It's just lazy writing. There's just lazy writing all over the place. I mean, the fact that they said Rey learned how to fight with the lightsaber through the Force because Kylo Ren was probing her mind. If it was that friggin' easy, Yoda could have did that with Luke back on Dagobah. Or is this a new Force power that we're officially learning about? And if so, why would Kylo Ren purposely do that? You know, like it's just lazy writing, and there's just they're trying to fill in gaps to make it seem like it's okay, and it's not. Us as fans, us diehard fans, that I mean, I can't say that I'm a huge fan. I mean, if I could, I would go to Comic Con and stuff like that, but I'm not always over there doing all that stuff. But if I could, I would. You know, but damn, like I was really excited when the Force Awakens was coming out, and now the Last Jedi came out, and I'm just sitting here like, dude, what the hell is going on? I mean, look at the Han Solo movie. They're pushing so much stuff with that too. I mean, they want to be like, oh, groundbreaking news. The first villain is for the Han Solo movie is a female, and then they switched it to a male, and then they switch it back to a female. But the fact that they want to say it's groundbreaking stuff, like it's history in the making and whatnot, like really? Really? You're just parading this person around just for publicity, just to make it seem like you're doing what the people want. Just like with what was her name? I don't know her name. I don't know. But more history, groundbreaking news. First African American female second unit director working with J.J. Abrams on Star Wars Episode 9. Woohoo! Guess what? I'm African American and I could give two fucking shits. I really could. Good for her that she got that part, but what I would like to know is what makes her qualified to work on the saga that I love. Just like I would like to know what made Rian Johnson so fucking qualified and J.J. Abrams. You know? What made them so damn qualified to work on the saga that I love? If you ask me at this point, not a goddamn thing. Nothing did. Because they screwed it all up. Okay? And yes, Kathleen Kennedy had a very huge part in it, but at the end of the day, they screwed it all up. And I can't deal. Like it makes no sense at all. I mean, they want to just try to tear the fans apart and try to just poke at the fans. You're not doing anything but making us angry. Like, what do you think we're gonna do? We can fight back with not giving you our money. I mean, I'm already not doing that. I've been saying I'm not seeing the Han Solo movie. I mean, I'm definitely not. I won't even watch that crap online probably. I don't want to see that movie. Why? Because that's not Harrison Ford as Han Solo. Like, I'm sorry, but that is how I feel about it. You can't, you just can't do that for me, Like, I could probably deal with the Luke Skywalker movie because that would be cool, But Han Solo, you can't imitate that. You can't. You know, it's different for Luke. I mean, I know it sounds horrible because I love Luke more than Han, but for me, you can't imitate Han. You could possibly imitate Luke, but not Han Solo. You can't imitate that kind of cool. You can't. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm gonna be honest. You can't imitate that kind of cool. That's all there is. That's all there is. You know. I just, I really wish they'd stop talking to the fans, stop trying to take jabs at us and stuff like that. Because maybe, we would calm down a bit, but we're not going to because they've agitated us so much and they've pushed it so far. And that's why so many people are coming out with more and more videos about how much The Last Jedi sucks. Fucking Ryan Johnson sucks. Kathleen Kennedy sucks. Guess what, everybody? He'll go for president. He'll go for president. He'll go for president. That's right. I don't know what else to say at this point except for Hidalgo for president. Hidalgo for president. Hidalgo for president. And we are the force, everybody. That's right. Not the force is female. We are the force. As in the fans. Yes, us the fans. We are the force. And Kathleen Kennedy can go screw herself. Alright? You guys have a good one. I'm signing off.